the channel, we're styling and profiling our way into another Jack's Classic Superstars unboxing and review with the 24/7 exclusive Nature Boy Ric Flair and the Ringside Collectible exclusive Nature Boy Ric Flair.
The spirit of the warrior will run forever!
Welcome everyone, Kyle here, and welcome back to the channel for another Jack's Classic Superstars unboxing and review. And today on the channel, it's the tale of two cities. It's the tale of two Ric Flairs. But for all your modern day wrestling figure needs, make sure you're hitting up Ringside Collectibles. Use discount code Kyle. Save yourself 10%. And we're going to do this like we do all the other ones on the channel, kind of. We're going to take a look at the packaging. We're going to talk about it. We're going to unbox it. We're going to talk about it. We're going to see where it goes from there. And today we got some interesting Ric Flairs here. A 24/7 exclusive, which we'll talk about and unbox. We're going to unbox this. And then we got this one over here. I guess this is where we'll start, as this one came first here. And I got a little protective case. This is the internet exclusive Ringside Collectibles Nature Boy Ric Flair, of course, in his patented, very famous black butterfly robe here, of course. Got the Winged Eagle belt as well, or not the Winged Eagle, the big gold belt, I should say here. Just a very, very fabulous looking figure. And you're probably saying, is this Classic Superstars? What is this? Well, kind of depends where you put this one is. This has been grandfathered in from a lot of people, myself included, and I'll give you the reasons why here. Of course, it is the same exact Ric Flair figure we did see later on in the traditional Classic Superstars line, just with a different robe and a different outfit, but we did see this head and body reused. On the back of the package, they do promote Jack's Classic Superstars Series 1 as well, so to me there's enough there to say this is one of those ones that's kind of grandfathered in as we count this one, as it truly is a Classic Superstars figure at the end of the day of Ric Flair. I actually have an autographed edition here, as you guys can see, but a very cool one, a very awesome one for the time. I remember this one being pretty popular at the time of release back in the day. Very, very cool figure. Still, after all these years, this thing holds up and is just a awesome version of Ric Flair, of course, from back in the day. But I do have this unboxed already. I do have a loose one of these in my collection here, so I will pull that out. I'm not going to open this one up. Sorry, not going to do it. But we got Rick in, of course, the black butterfly robe. Love the black and the silver butterflies all over. You got Ric Flair on the back. Of course, you got the red boots with the Ric Flair design. You got the black knee pads going on. You got the big gold belt. Classic Ric Flair head sculpt. Still a favorite to this day. Obviously, they've made better heads since then, but I do love this one. The wooing of the face is just very, very cool. Very iconic, of course, with Ric Flair. Two gripping hands on him. Just an all-around good-looking Nature Boy Ric Flair, and really one that really started a lot of buzz for what Jax was doing at the time. This is really kind of about ready to hit the rocket ship, as one might say, and we transported into the Classics line, and we didn't look back for 28 single-carded series and then many ancillary series as well. And really, Ric Flair felt like he was a part of this, a natural part with this figure. When not classically, technically a Classic Superstar, it's definitely grandfathered in for me. But a very, very cool one, and one that is a pretty penny this day. Fairly hard to get, of course, from back in the day. I'm trying to think, when did this come out? 2004? Yep, 2004. And I remember when that came out, too. I remember being very excited, very pumped. And yeah, here we are all these years later. I have two of them in my collection. But now we turn our attention over to the Jack's Classic Superstars 24/7 exclusive. The bane of my existence at one time is I was a subscriber day one of 24/7, WWE 24/7. I was a day one subscriber to WWE Network, day one Peacock subscriber. So I've always been right at the beginning of these things. But the 24/7 giveaway for Ric Flair was, hey, you sign up for it. You turn in your cable bill the next month, you will get this figure sent to you. Well, I called my cable company. I'm like, hey, I've been a day one subscriber forever on this. Well, you're null and void. I'm like, oh, so I'm getting penalized for being a day one subscriber. So I never did end up picking this one up. I believe down the road this was sold on WWE.com. I do not remember that at all. I don't remember ever getting it there. I actually picked up my copy of this, and that's not this one. I have one hanging in my classics room, a minty, minty one that I actually won at an auction at the Pro Wrestling Hall of Fame way back in the day. So that's how I ended up getting mine. But this one, of course, you guys saw me, we've been unboxing. I bought a massive Jack's Classic Superstars collection. I even filmed a video of the road trip and all that. You check out that video video. Quite the day at the office, that one was for sure. But I did get this one here, and I've been looking for a loose one, so not have to unbox this, as it's not perfectly mint, but I hate to take this out of circulation. I don't know, I feel weird about it, but haven't been able to locate one at a decent enough price, so we're biting the bullet today. We're going to unbox this one out of the package, but a very cool one, once again, with Ric Flair. Very hard to get one, and a lot of people didn't know about, of course, back in the day. And I even remember kind of grumbling to myself when it had the Jakks Classic Superstars packaging for 24/7. It does make sense. It was your classic home to watch classic wrestling, so it makes sense a Classic Superstars figure. But deep down, I was kind of hoping they just had a repainted Randy Orton figure from a Ruthless Aggression line was going to be in there. But no, that wasn't meant to be. It was a very cool looking Ric Flair figure, as we can see right here. You got the old Nature Boy in that pink robe looking fabulous. Got the big gold belt. He's on the side looking nice. Got the woo face. I believe these might be the same head sculpts. I believe that is the case. Yes, it is. Like I said, we saw it again. The exact same head on these two. Looking good, though. It is the Nature Boy. There's no denying that. Nature Boy Ric Flair on the side. Ric Flair, WWE Hall of Fame on the back over here. On the front, I forgot to mention the limited edition 24/7 exclusive sticker. Always like that as well. 243 pounds, 6'1", Ric Flair. It says WWE Hall of Famer up there in big bold letters as well. Finishing move, the old figure 4 leg lock. Titles, WWE Champion, WCW Champion, United States Champion, Intercontinental Champion, World Tag Team Champion. And we're promoting Classic Superstar Series 21 with Taz, Chris Jericho, Jesse Ventura, Brian Pillman, Jeff Hardy, Buff Bagwell, Rey Mysterio, LJN in orange. And this came out in 2008, about 2 years before the line did end. But an absolutely fabulous one here. I love this Ric Flair. No doubt about it at the end of the day. But let's pull him out. Let's see what's going on. Let's get him out of the package. We got to do it for science. Yes, we do. We got to pull him out. And can I get Rick out? And there we go. Got it. See you later. Goodbye. We got Plastic Prison, the old Nature Boy. An interesting one, to be honest with you here. But there he is. Got the title belt as well. Pop that bad boy out. Pop that out. See you later. Goodbye. And we got the Nature Boy out of the package. Man, this robe feels awesome. It feels totally different than this one. It's got a nice softness to it. Just a soft robe here. I love it. The pink and the purple, the flowers. Just very ornate, that is for sure. Beautifully tied there with the old Nature Boy. Beautiful head sculpt on the Ric Flair as well. The biggest gripe I always had with this figure is they gave him those old, decrepit man hands here. Just old, gnarled up hands. Like he'd been sitting in his bathtub for a couple of weeks and he's just wrinkled up. It's just always felt weird. They used these with Flair before. They used them with William Regal. Billy Kidman got one of these once. Very, very strange, but very cool nonetheless. You can kind of hide those hands with the robe a little bit, but just absolutely dynamite, absolutely fabulous looking figure right here of Ric Flair. I don't know if he's going to stand up for me, though. Nope, he's not. But we did get the Winged Eagle. I keep wanting to say Winged Eagle. The big gold belt here. A classic championship, as we do know. When I think of this belt, I think of Ric Flair. There's no doubt about it. Looking really good. However, I do have a loose version here. Kind of. I do have a loose one right here without the robe. I got this in a lot way back in the day for a very cheap price. And I was like, man, I wish I had the robe for this one. And I was always kind of holding out hope there would be an auction somewhere on eBay for just the robe one day. Never did have that, but I do have this, and I might get an aftermarket robe for this Ric Flair to dress it up eventually. But I thought we'd walk through the articulation on this one instead of taking his robe off and all that kind of stuff. So I have kind of both of them here. But you got the pink trunks, the pink boots with the red RF on it. Looking really nice. A little bit of the pudgy Ric Flair body here. Always kind of a puzzler one, especially this era of Ric Flair's career. I could see maybe using this later on. But early part, he was pretty much in good shape, or better shape than they gave him credit for in action figure form here, which is usually the opposite the way they do that. But the arm's going to go all the way around. Bicep cut, single jointed elbow. Back and forth, side to side on the hands, the big creeper hands here. You can put those out and he could chase down some kids if he needs to. Got the wooing head, side to side, back and forth. Waist articulation, legs go all the way up, bend at the knee, ankles back and forth. That's all the articulation you're going to get. You're going to get that, and that's all you're going to do. But a good version of Ric Flair, actually a great version of Ric Flair. Maybe not so much like this, but when you add that robe to him, man, oh man, do I love this Ric Flair. Just absolutely fabulous. This black one, not bad either. Just two dynamite Ric Flair figures, two of the all-time best. I don't think we've ever done a top 10 or a top 5 Ric Flair countdown. Of course, I'm filming this March of 2023. A lot of you guys will be watching this in the year 2024. How is the future? Tell me about it in the comments. But I don't think we've done a top 10 Ric Flair yet, and that would be a perfect one to do. There's so many great figures. I would have a lot of fun with that video, so I'm sure that'll be on the list. Probably by the time most people watch this, it'll probably already be out, but you never know. You never know. But absolutely fabulous, cool Ric Flair exclusives. They just don't make them like this anymore. They kind of do, but still, very, very cool Ric Flair figures here at the end of the day. But what say you guys out there in YouTube land? Did you pick either of these up back in the day? Did you pick them up now? Do you have these in your collection? Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Of course, you made it this far. You might as well like the video, subscribe to the channel, turn on the old notification bell. As you guys know, we got videos every single day and then some. Yes, and then some. And we got even more content for you over on the Patreon, your best way to support the channel. You can also support the channel at ProWrestlingTees.com, search Kyle Peterson, and don't forget about social media, SirPaul64 on Twitter, Instagram, _Kyle_Peterson. So for the Nature Boy Ric Flair, I'm Kyle, and I'll see you guys all real soon.